In this video, we're spending 48 hours in Lisbon and sharing everything you need to know to plan the perfect trip. From riding the iconic Tram 28, including our top tip for getting a window seat, to tasting the original Pastéis de Belém, we're diving into the city's must-dos. We'll wander through Alfama's historic streets, taking the views from St. George's Castle, sail down the river at sunset, and enjoy a traditional Fado dinner with incredible local food. Whether it's your first time in Lisbon or a return visit, this guide is packed with all the highlights you won't want to miss.
We have just landed in Lisbon, guys. This is Karolina's very first time in Portugal. I've never been to Lisbon before, so we are super excited to explore this city. Now, before we take the metro into the city, we're going to grab ourselves a Lisbon card, which is going to make our lives so much easier exploring the city, just from the ASME Lisboa office just behind us over here. Hello, we have a voucher with Clue for the Lisbon card.
Can you just scan it over here?
Sure, no problem.
This is the city map of Lisbon, and this is the list of the monuments and museums.
Oh, there's so many of them included.
Exactly. 54, if I'm not wrong. I think so. I'm not sure.
Well, we're going to hold you to it.
No. If you could visit
That many.
the 54 in 48 hours, I would applaud you.
That would be impressive.
It
Yeah.
would be impressive. And welcome to the country. I hope you do enjoy it indeed.
All right, all done.
Thank you.
Okay, obrigado. Thank you so much. Alrighty, guys, we have got our Lisbon card or Lisboa card, and the reason why we highly recommend getting one of these cards is that you have access to over 50 museums and monuments, also access to the Santa Justa lift, Ride 28, the famous tram. You're definitely going to do that, and also we get unlimited public transport. So we're taking the metro next. We're going to just scan this on. And also, if you're doing a day trip to Sintra, free train travel with this card.
If you're traveling to Lisbon, we highly recommend you get yourself a Lisbon card. You can scan the QR code on screen, or you can go to the link in the description. Don't forget to use our discount code JKarolina.
Alrighty, guys, we are in the metro. To our left, we have the places where you can buy all of the tickets. We don't need to do that because we have our beautiful Lisbon card. So all we have to do is head on and just tap on, and then we're off on our way into the city. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Lisbon card there. Hey, there we go, nice and easy. So next to these jazzy looking artworks over here, we have the line. We're at the Aeroporto right now, so we're going all the way to, I think, downtown Lisbon. That's called Alameda. Then we're going to switch lines onto, I think, the green line. Perfect. Ladies first.
Thanks. Oh, it's quite big.
Hey, this is like a retro-looking train.
I like it.
I love it. Yeah, it's really quirky. The seats are so.
I love the colors.
Looks like it's something out of like
the
a.
park of the wine.
Yeah.
We're in Portugal. Do you speak English? It's closed?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, it's not going to work. It's closed.
Then yeah, it's the rock.
It's going to be closed.
Close.
Okay. Well, we were not expecting that, so there surely is a plan B. There is our plan B, guys.
Tá todo mundo esperando ser mais perto dos outros
And we have finally made it into the heart of Lisbon. The sun is shining. Yes, we did have a bit of a hiccup with the metro, but the bus saved us. And unfortunately, our check-in time is 4 o'clock. And yes, I know that should be an illegal check-in time.
It's a crime.
But it's going to be a nice place. So we're going to show you that later on. But we're going to get rid of these suitcases at a nanny bag.
Hola. We have a luggage storage booked for today.
But this is the front side.
Oh, sorry.
Right. We come to the backside. There's a
It showed
nanny
me on
bag.
the- Yeah, it showed me on the map to come here.
Okay, please show me.
Sure.
We have the QR code.
Probably easier with the handle. Yeah.
Take a picture, please.
Oh, yeah. Take a picture.
Oh, this one.
When you come, please show me this picture and collect your luggage and come before 10 o'clock at night.
We've just arrived in Lisbon, so of course our first mission had to be trying the famous Pastéis de Nata. But instead of heading straight to the tourist-packed bakery in Belem, we decided to follow the locals' advice and came to Manteigaria in Chiado. It's a small but lively spot with a long marble counter and a glass wall that lets you peek straight into the kitchen. Behind it, the pastry chefs work like clockwork, filling tins with dough and egg custard, sliding trays in and out of the oven, and serving the tarts still warm and golden. The smell of butter and sugar hits you the moment when you walk in. They are only €1.40 each, which feels like a steal for something made fresh right in front of you. And if you love coffee, you're in for a treat. Their espresso is rich and smooth, the perfect pairing with pastel de nata. There is nowhere really to sit inside, so it's the kind of a place where you can either eat standing at the counter or take it outside. We went for the second option and headed to Luis de Camões Square, just a short walk away and the perfect place to enjoy them under the sun. And now, let's see how they actually taste.
Our very first Pastéis de Nata here in Portugal. I love the caramelized topping on these natas.
It looks absolutely beautiful, and also they gave us the cinnamon to put on top, so let's do this.
All right, I think, yeah, they definitely should have some cinnamon on the top.
Oh my god, it looks so beautiful.
Can I have a little bit more cinnamon, please, Karolina?
Yeah, actually it's so much.
All right. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Karolina.
Oh my god, this is the dream.
Oh, yeah. It's so creamy on the inside.
I love how crispy it's on the outside, like it's like the pastry shell, and also the egg inside. It's really detectable, but I love the cinnamon as well. It tastes so good. Oh my god.
Any time's good for a pastel de nata. Wow. Behind us, guys, is the Carmo Convent, which was built in 1423. Now, there was a massive earthquake in 1755. It was catastrophic. It leveled Lisbon to the point where a lot of the city was destroyed, including the roof of this church. It's okay, no problem. Hola. 2 adult tickets. We have the Lisbon card.
With the Lisbon card, you have these cards.
Is it €2? So it's
Yes.
€5. Perfect.
It's not a break discount.
It's still discount.
It's still a discount.
discount.
So it's paid together or separate?
Together, please.
Yeah, it's €10.
Thank you so much. Obrigado.
Oh wow.
This is beautiful.
I didn't expect it.
So Karolina, is it worth spending your money to come into this church?
We believe it is, because for only €5 per person you are coming inside and you are so small, surrounded by these massive pillars and the walls, and it just feels so real. Like, I don't know what it is, but I didn't expect it to be so beautiful.
I actually quite like it without the roof. Looks better. Okay guys, so I am carrying Karolina's suitcase, of course, being the gentleman that I am, but you have to be very careful of the steps here and the pavements in general, because I actually fell earlier down these steps, almost fell all the way down, but I rolled my ankle, and that's because it was broken. The steps were literally broken and I didn't even see it until the last minute. And we've seen so many ambulances going around the city, and that's because...
And also free people slips, like...
Yeah, that's because people are slipping. It gets hot, people are tired, they misplace, and also the steps, the pavements are very uneven here. And very slippery, because you see these beautiful mosaic kind of pavements, but they're very slippery. So we've seen at least 2-3 people slip. We've seen another person roll their ankle, so I've got a bit of a dodgy ankle, but still, I soldier on. And we have finally checked into our Airbnb. The cost of this place is $190 per night. So you guys are going to be the judge of if you think it's value for money. We are located in the heart of Lisbon between Bairro Alto and Chiado. So great location to walk to all of the main attractions. And over here, we've got a nice little kitchen space. I'm going to show you the balcony. We're living on a very beautiful street. You see all the colourful buildings over here. Lisbon is so pretty.
It is. And actually, as you walk into the apartment, it's such a big space here, like it's like a hall.
Very spacious.
Here's the bathroom, and what I like about it is that it's so bright and actually very modern.
Very modern indeed, and very clean. That's what we like. And let's make our way into the bedroom. You see the ambient lighting is very nice. We have a nice little cozy space here. Very nice indeed.
So we have now come to the major square here in Lisbon, which is called Commerce Square. And the reason why is it important is because in the past there was a royal palace built in here, but there was the earthquake, so actually it was just grounded down. But another thing is that it was actually a door to Lisbon because of the river, Tagus River, and the merchants were bringing all of the goodies. So that's why it was a very important and significant place in the history of Lisbon.
You might have noticed in our videos that we have leveled up our visuals, and that is because we've actually been starting to use our iPhones to capture travel footage, which is actually often better than using a DSLR. But phones do have their limitations, like shaky footage when you're on the move, and we really struggle to get them stable, steady shots. And that's why we have started to use a gimbal, the Insta360 Flow 2 over here. This has helped solve a lot of our problems with stabilization. We've been able to get stable, crisp, professional footage wherever we go. Flow 2 is ready in seconds. You just unfold it, and just like that, you're ready to start filming. And when we're done, it folds up and slips straight into your pocket. Lightweight, compact, and no bulk, perfect for travel. Even pairing is fast. Just tap your phone on Flow 2's NFC zone and you are good to go. The AI tracking on Flow 2 is seriously clever. Using Deep Track 4.0, it keeps you locked in frame even if someone walks in front of you or you move quickly. If you want to use tracking outside the Insta360 app, like in your phone's native camera or on apps like Instagram or TikTok, that's where the AI tracker comes in. Attach the AI tracker and boom, it unlocks subject tracking like here on my iPhone's native camera.
You can also use gesture control. It's perfect when you're filming solo or want to be hands-free. Raise a peace sign to start or stop recording, or lift your hand to begin tracking. This works straight from the Insta360 app, and if you've got the AI tracker attached, it works on native apps too.
Multi-person tracking means that it detects and follows more than one person at a time. So whether we're walking side by side or one of us moves ahead, Flow 2 adjusts accordingly to keep us both in frame. Flow 2 isn't just a stabilizer, it's an all-in-one filming tool with a built-in selfie stick and tripod. The selfie stick lets us get wider, better angles, and the tripod means we can film hands-free anytime without needing to carry extra gear or ask anyone for help. And for all of that, it's surprisingly affordable, just $109.99 or $129.99 with the AI tracker. Get smooth cinematic footage on your next trip with Flow 2. Scan the QR code on screen, or you can go to the link in the description. It is now time, guys, to ride the famous tram number 28, the very bold yellow tram. Now we're at the starting point, which is Martin Moni's, and behind us we have a very large queue, and it goes a very long way. And we want a window seat, you know, we want to show you guys the beauty of Lisbon with not the sirens going off in the background. That happens quite a lot actually here in Lisbon. But we want to show you the beautiful narrow streets of Lisbon, and we're worried that if we take it from the starting point, this is where everyone comes. That's where every tourist is going to come to.
We would get in a queue and stand there for like 2 hours.
And we might not even get a window seat. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go all the way to the other end. It's about a 20 minute bus. I know we're going to be putting a bit more effort into it, but we want the beautiful view there. We want the Tram 28 experience that everyone is coming to Lisbon to see. Will it work? Will there be fewer crowds and fewer queues? Let's find out.
A few moments later.
Thank you. And we have an empty carriage, guys. I think I'm gonna sit right here. Karolina, do you want to do the honors?
Yay, I'm so excited.
So this is how you do it, guys. Come to the other end. So we did actually take the same tram to get here. It only took like 15-20 minutes from our accommodation, and that was completely full. And so
We got the window seat.
so even if you get on at a stop away from the main one, it's still full. We didn't have a window seat coming here, so this is the only real way of getting a window seat without being in that massive queue in Martin Moniz.
For our first evening in Lisbon, we knew there was one thing we absolutely couldn't miss: a live Fado performance. Fado is more than just music. It's deeply emotional, full of longing and soul. And it was actually born right here in Lisbon, in the old neighborhood of Alfama. While you can hear it in many parts of the city, we wanted something truly special. So we booked a table at Fado ao Carmo, a restaurant with incredible reviews that combines traditional Fado with fine dining. It's quite a popular place, so make sure to reserve in advance. As soon as we stepped inside, we could see why. The atmosphere was magical. The space felt like a cozy cave with stone walls, soft candlelight, and elegant touches everywhere. We thought we would get a simple 3-course dinner, but what followed was much more than that. For 60 euros per person, it felt like a full tasting menu. It all began with the couvert, warm bread, seasoned goat cheese, and sun-dried tomatoes with anchovy butter. Then came the starters. First, a pastel, a thin, golden pastry filled with tender and savory pork. Then a fresh octopus salad, a little adventurous for us but really tasty. And finally, a beetroot salad topped with edible flowers. It looked like a work of art and tasted just as good. As we finished the starters, the lights softened and the first Fado show began. Then it was time for the mains. Jay had the venison, served with a rich berry sauce, crispy polenta, and creamy spinach mousse. And I went for the grilled octopus, my first time trying it, and it came with sweet potato gratin and a broad bean and cherry tomato salad. Later in the evening, another Fado artist took the stage. For the grand finale, Jay went straight for the chocolate mousse with almond crunch. Rich, velvety, and intensely chocolatey with that perfect nutty bite. And I couldn't resist the drunk pear, poached in red wine and served warm with cinnamon ice cream. It was comforting, a little boozy, perfectly spiced, and honestly one of the best desserts I've had in a long while. On that evening we arrived at 7:30 p.m. and didn't leave until just before midnight. But between the food, the music, and the emotion of it all, time just melted away. It wasn't just dinner, it was an experience and a perfect way to start our time in Lisbon.
Good morning, guys. We are starting the day off at Santa Justa lift, right in front of us over here. This is a cast iron outdoor elevator. It was built in 1902. It was actually designed by one of the students of Gustav Eiffel, the man who designed the Eiffel Tower. So I imagine as we go up this cast iron escalator, there might be some elements of the Eiffel Tower at play, and I can see the queue forming up right ahead of us. So, was it worth it, guys? Well, we queued in the heat for
Like
about
45 minutes.
I think it was closer to an hour, and it definitely, in my opinion, wasn't worth it because you're in the heat. It actually takes a long time, so you think that it's just going to be constantly going up and down, but actually it takes about 10 minutes even between taking people up and down, so you're waiting a very long time, and you're in the lift for literally about 30 seconds, and you don't really see that much. The interior kind of feels old. It was built in 1902. If you got the Lisbon card, you might consider, queuing up for that long, but actually we went early in the day. We went around like 10 a.m. Go earlier, but after we were there for an hour, the queue was getting longer and longer, so I can't imagine the people waiting right now. The nice thing when you get to the top is this kind of open area viewing platform. It is a little bit obstructed by the metal railing, but you get a really nice breeze. You can see really beautiful views overlooking Lisbon. Now there is a viewing top. You can actually go up, but it's €5. Don't think it's worth it in our opinion. Especially when the lift itself, if you don't have a Lisbon card, it costs €6.10.
What is also super interesting is that you can walk up here to this viewpoint, because behind me, people are just passing by and just coming here for the view, which is absolutely incredible. So you don't necessarily need to take the lift. So this is a little tip for you guys if you don't want to wait in the queue but just enjoy the view. So we've just entered St. George's Castle, and with the Lisboa card it honestly took us like a minute, but I feel a little bit bad for the people because there's a massive queue outside, and in this blistering heat it's just like horrible.
It literally the queue goes all the way around the corner. But you shouldn't feel bad for them, Karolina, because with the Lisbon card, we went in straight away. They could have had a Lisbon card themselves, and it is free to enter the castle with the Lisbon card. So we've done our research, and that's why we got the card.
Yeah, definitely get one yourself. But the reason why people are actually coming here, it's for the view overlooking Lisbon.
The first thing we noticed is literally this beautiful view overlooking the bridge, the water. I think that's the main reason why people come here, because everyone's shooting off to the viewpoint.
Yeah, but it's also very famous because this castle is actually dating back to the medieval times, like the 9th or 10th century when it was founded, and it was actually very strategic because it was actually the major part of the city for the Moors, which are the Muslim people originating from North America, and also for the royals, for the Portuguese kings here.
So Castle St. George is located in a very charming, very beautiful area called Alfama. Just have a quick look in front of us. This is the view you get. You've got the beautiful colourful buildings. You can actually smell the fresh washing. It actually smells so good.
Love it.
And it's all over this area. And this is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Lisbon, and actually most of it survived the massive earthquake in 1755. Just look at this, guys. You've even got all this washing over here, beautiful blue skies, and we've got some birds chirping away.
Cute parrot. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's afraid. A little bit, I think.
Eu sei que o mundo murmura e condena o nosso amor. Este amor fora da lei. Mas se me dei com ternura, se és toda a minha aventura, nunca mais te esquecerei. Mas se me dei com ternura, se és toda a minha aventura, nunca mais te esquecerei.
Next up, we made our way to Miradouro de Santa Luzia, which is one of the most iconic viewpoints in Lisbon. As you arrive, there's a little square just in front of the church with tiled benches, trimmed bushes, and bright pink flowers spilling over the walls. Most people pass through it quickly, heading straight to the terrace at the back, and that's where the real view opens up. It overlooks the historic Alfama district with terracotta rooftops, church towers, and the Tagus River stretching out in the distance. The setting is just as beautiful. Shaded walkways, blue and white tiles called azulejos. After exploring Alfama, we stopped for lunch at a small authentic spot called Santa Rita. It was tucked away on one of the side streets, and it turned out to be one of our favorite meals in Lisbon. From the moment we walked in, the staff made us feel so welcome. They were warm, chatty, and genuinely excited to share their food with us.
Karolina.
Obrigada.
Oh wow, the smell coming off that is incredible. Jose's bringing mine. Beautiful. This is very Portuguese food.
Yes, this bacalhau à casa.
Bacalhau à casa.
Yeah.
Is this dish over here?
Yeah.
So it's house specialty cod, and it smells absolutely incredible. I can't wait to try it. Thank you. Obrigada. I ordered bacalhau à casa, their house special cod. The fish was flaky, salty and tender, served with potatoes and soaked in garlicky olive oil. And Jay went for the bitoque à portuguesa, a classic steak topped with a fried egg and served with golden fries. Simple, hearty, and seriously satisfying. And just when we thought we were done, they surprised us with a little treat, pastel delicia. It was a soft and creamy pudding, dusted with powdered almond, which was light, sweet, and the perfect way to finish the meal. What made it all so memorable wasn't just the food, it was the atmosphere. Friendly faces, home-cooked dishes, no tourist prices, just real Portuguese hospitality. A true hidden gem in the heart of Alfama.
Now, tuk-tuks aren't particularly Portuguese, but they are a fun way to get around the city. You're wondering how much it costs? Well, we're going towards Belem Tower Garden, which is about 30 minutes from here in Alfama, and the cost for us was 40 euros. We didn't do a hard negotiation, but Bobby here, our tuk-tuk driver from New Delhi. Yeah. Drivers in New Delhi can drive anywhere in the world, correct? So he's going to take us over there, and actually it's quite nice because we've got the top off and you can see the beautiful sights.
Yeah, and the breeze is coming in. Perfect.
Especially as in Lisbon, it's so hilly, you're literally walking on an incline. It feels like all the time your legs get very tired and it's very hot. So this is a nice respite from the hills of Lisbon.
you know about this place?
Oh wow, it's a beautiful, it's a cathedral.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend taking a tuk-tuk here in Lisbon. That was actually a really fun way to get to the area we're in right now, which is Belem Tower Garden. Now, unfortunately, the Belem Tower itself, which usually looks very majestic, is covered in scaffolding, in very ugly scaffolding, so it doesn't look very majestic at all. So if your point is to come here, I do not know how long it's going to be there for, but that entire thing is covered, which makes me think maybe it's for cleaning, so maybe it's temporary, but definitely check. And this area though is very nice. Like, you can walk along here in the beautiful sunshine. There is a coffee shop on the water.
Yeah, and it's really nice and breezy, so it's a really nice area as well. It's very quiet here.
Yeah, it's quite a contrast from the city, and it's also a very nice kind of garden area where you can just relax. And so it's still a nice area, but I think most people are really going to be coming for Belem Tower. So that is unfortunate.
Since we had made it all the way to Belem, we couldn't leave without trying the original Pastéis de Nata, right from the place where it all began, Pastéis de Belém. So the story goes that the recipe was first created by Catholic monks at the Jerónimos monastery just next door. When the monastery faced closure in the early 1800s, the monks started selling the pastries to bring in some income. Then in 1837, they passed the secret recipe to a nearby sugar refinery. Those owners opened this bakery, and that same recipe is still used today. It's so closely guarded, only a handful of people in the world actually know it. You can queue to sit inside, but honestly it felt a bit overwhelming. So if you just don't want to waste time, a great alternative is to go straight to the takeaway queue, purchase them from the historic counter and enjoy them outside. Unlike manteigaria, you can't unfortunately watch them being made, but they do give you packets of cinnamon and powdered sugar so you can top them yourself. And here's a fun little hack. Just across the road there is a surprisingly beautiful McDonald's. So we grabbed ourselves cold drinks and turned it into our own little Pastéis de Nata picnic. Taste-wise, they were delicious. Warm, crispy, rich, but definitely more eggy compared to the ones we had in central Lisbon. So while it's worth trying for the history, in our opinion you don't have to come all the way to Belem to find an amazing Pastéis de Nata.
Next up, we made our way to the marina in Belem to board our sunset sailboat cruise along the Tagus River.
Mind your step, Karolina.
I will. Thank you.
Karolina, you can sit over here for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, welcome aboard. This is Vasco, I'm Luis.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Who has sailed before? Anyone sailed before?
Hold on tight, Karolina. Is this your first time on a sailboat?
I think so. It's actually exciting, but I don't know how to navigate.
Please take a seat.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, this is great.
Okay, back.
This is perfect.
Oh, wow, guys. After 48 hours of running around Lisbon, it's nice to be on the boat.
Yes, definitely.
They're just getting the boat ready. We're going to be sailing for 2 hours.
And they actually said that it's pretty windy, so I'm a bit afraid.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's such a nice breeze. It's so hot in Lisbon. It's just nice to get that kind of ocean breeze. So there's a Portuguese wine, beautiful.
It is indeed. In a region called the Minho. If you see this very small map of Portugal here, right on the top right corner, there's a region called Minho, and that's where they produce this wine.
the perfect host.
Okay, nice
Thank you
to
so
meet you.
much.
You too, well. How are you?
Shout out to your son.
Tomasz, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.
It's cold!
All right, let's try not falling in.
It's getting windy.
All right.
It's actually cold.
Okay guys, we have made it to the back of the boat. Wine in hand. This is absolutely beautiful wine.
Yeah.
Cheers, Karolina.
But what is even better is that we can dip our feet.
Oh, it's so cold.
Yeah. It's the Atlantic Ocean just in front of us, and this is the Tagus River.
The sunset cruise was everything we had hoped for. Calm waters, a golden sky, and of course a glass of wine in hand. But just as the sun began to set, something unexpected happened. Louise, our skipper, got an urgent call. A nearby boat had their propeller caught in a fishing net and they could not move at all. So our peaceful evening turned into a bit of a rescue mission. We reached the stranded boat, tied them up alongside us and towed them back to shore, all with the golden sky glowing behind us. It wasn't part of the experience, but this bit of unexpected drama made it even more memorable. A huge thank you to Vasco and Louise for such an unforgettable evening on the water. If you'd like to book this exact experience for yourself, just scan the QR code on screen and don't forget to use our code JCarolinaCluk at checkout for a nice little discount. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you guys in the next video.